Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for Cancer. And I've pulled from the Black Tarot three cards. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, both of which are also in the reverse. So, definitely interesting. You could be dealing with an air sign, but mostly what I see with these three cards is we've got somebody here who's avoiding a decision. There's a need to make a decision, but they're just deciding to be dishonest instead of making a decision. So it comes across as if somebody knows that if they make a decision, you might reject them or someone else might reject them. There's rejection that's making this person do something that they know is against their better judgment. So I feel like there's a pretty decent chance we're going to see judgment in the reverse. Hi there, Pharaoh. How are you? Let's call in spirit. A little bit of wind chime time. And let's see. I think we'll start with the Tattoo Tarot today. All right. What do we have for Cancer? Ten of Swords in the reverse. Six of Cups. I feel an energy of somebody who is trying to bank on the history that you have with them and maybe even well, it comes across as emotional manipulation, trying to remind you of the good things or distract you with the good things and not let you see the darker side that this person has. There's a sense that they're hiding from you a pretty significant detail that they know you would not be cool with. So, I don't know. Maybe someone has a dating app still on their phone. Maybe somebody is still talking to an ex. There's just, I don't know, Cancer. There's a sense here that they think they can get this past you. Oh, thank you. You are so kind. I hope you have very meaningful and uplifting healing. With regards to feeling a little bit like they can kind of put you in this situation without you necessarily knowing there's a snake right there, like here, smell the roses, but I don't want you to know that there is anything you have to worry about here. But there's instability with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like somebody has convinced themselves that they have the ability to pull off some sort of lie here and that you won't figure it out, but they are leaving breadcrumbs of evidence and it's only a matter of time. Hi, Voodoo. Hi, Joanna. Warriors, what? There could be something about the ocean or the color blue being kind of important to this relationship. Maybe for some of you, the mountains. We have Death in the reverse, the Star, and the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords kind of came out sideways. So I have a feeling we've got someone who's refusing to change after they've been asked to change. So this could be somebody who's apologized for something but has no intention of changing their behavior. They may have told you that they were doing something, but they're not going to end up actually doing it, right? Yes, of course, Voodoo, and I hope you have been also. So the thing is, whoever I'm reading for, you're quite intuitive. And even though this person is pretty confident that they can pull the wool over your eyes, I think this Knight of Swords coming out sideways is kind of an interesting comment on the previous two cards. Because if you notice, there are two horse heads, indicating there's kind of like two different ways something could happen, two different ways something could end. Almost like two different directions someone could go. And I feel like what this is indicating is that you have an indication or some sort of clue or sign that makes you feel like you have to kind of confirm things with this person. and they have to kind of, speak up on their own behalf, right? Like, no, I'm a perfect model of amazingness. I've never done anything to mislead you. But there's something they didn't anticipate in terms of what you already know or why you're asking the question you're asking. It may seem like a pretty, I don't know, I want to use the word banal, like just kind of everyday, not a big deal. But the person already knows the answer to that question. And when the other person gives an answer, it's giving a different answer. Do you follow? So someone's playing checkers and someone's playing chess. All right. Let's continue with the Rider-Waite. What else do we have for Cancer? Seven of Wands. For some of you, what gives this person away in terms of what they're trying to hide is their cover up, their defensiveness, or their assumption that somebody will be an alibi or that somebody could be an alibi. So, for example, you could have somebody here who is used to using a buddy as an alibi while they're out gallivanting around doing whatever they want. But it just so happens that that person has already told you that they're going to be out of town, something like that. And they mess up. And the person who's trying to be a little bit of a trickster here gets called out, and then it becomes pretty obvious pretty quickly that somebody has been manipulating details, omitting whatever it is. There's a liar here, right? So for some of you with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, there is an issue surrounding finances for this person. This person has lost their job or has struggled to find the work that they normally have. There's absolutely something here that's kind of putting a halt to their finances. And I love that word, voodoo. Good call. And with the Three of Cups in the reverse, this feels to me like a lost business partnership or a lost friend that provided an alibi or like an umbrella, right? Like something that you can see right through, but the person who was trying to keep their love interest in the dark didn't realize their partner was that perceptive. Hi there, Miss Cherry Bee. All right, let's see. Tell me more about the star. I love how it went right underneath it, basically. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, there is somebody leaving home and avoiding, it's like compartmentalization is the feeling I'm getting from this King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody who is trying to like not think about their responsibilities or where their loyalties should lie, right? And with that Knight of Swords having those two heads that we saw from the Tattoo Tarot, kind of makes sense that there could be two individuals that this King of Cups feels like they have loyalty to or that they should be, taken care of. For some of you, this is an in-law that has a little bit too much influence over their relative. And for others of you, this is another partner. I think it's a good time to mention when you hear things like that, it's really important to make sure you're not overly stressing yourself out and looking for things that aren't actually there. So make sure a reading is resonating. A reading that's accurate should feel more like a confirmation of things you're already feeling as opposed to dramatic, like, oh my God, my life isn't exactly what I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? We've got the Ace of Pentacles underneath the Seven of Wands. You are protected. There is a new opportunity coming in for you. So, in other words, for a lot of you, there is a sense of loss coming in that is pretty quickly replaced with a sense of like adventure and freedom, like there are new options, opportunities, and a new offer. So, you're this Queen of Wands energy. You may also have some fire in you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And there's no one with your kind of energy. There's something that really draws people to you. I think you have a sense of being lucky, or people think you're lucky, and that things kind of just like naturally go your way. But you've actually had to work pretty hard. I think you just have like a really good poker face, right? But there's a refusal for somebody again to make a decision, right? This person who's trying to control the outcome or control your perception, they don't realize how clearly you see their actions. Nine of Wands in the reverse, they don't expect you to put an end to anything. So we've just got three fire cards in a row. Nine of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands, and Five of Wands in the reverse. So again, could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius somewhere in the mix here. But we've got a person deciding to embark on a new adventure, pursue something that makes them feel impassioned, right? Like a new relationship, probably. One that doesn't have the drama that you've been going through in the current one or the most recent one, right? I'm glad to hear it, Voodoo. Oh, you guys are so cute. So we have the Empress in the reverse and the World in the reverse. This honestly feels like somebody who thought they could keep two people around. So we have the Empress in the reverse and the World in the reverse. Very different energy and implying unfinished business. Like this King of Cups in the reverse didn't want this Queen of Pentacles to go anywhere, but also can't choose which place he wants to be, you know? Does he want the Empress in the reverse or the Queen of Pentacles? So it's almost like somebody is drawn to an Empress in the reverse by their dark side. Maybe there's some real passionate sex or something along those lines. Maybe like doing some crime in together. There's something that's difficult for this person to choose because it's like the Queen of Pentacles is wife material, somebody that you can count on, somebody that's loyal. And then you've got the Empress in the reverse that is probably more of an adrenaline provider, right? Like, let's go bar crawl, or let's go steal something, or let's go cow tipping. Don't tip cows, that's rude. You know, like just kind of like not a great example, right? Not somebody you would want your kids to grow up admiring. Hi there, Junior. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. We've got the Four of Swords coming out. This is somebody's attempt to bring you back into the fold. They don't want things to collapse. They don't want you to walk away. But it's the Three of Pentacles. It's like they feel like the stability that they've built in their life requires you as a cornerstone. You can't leave. The foundation would be rocked, right? I love that line. Yeah, I mean, sometimes that really does make a lot of sense. So I'm not going to fault you for that one. Just have to, make sure you know what you're doing when you apply that, right? All right, so Two of Wands. We had the Two of Wands at, nope, that's Two of Swords. Maybe we haven't had it yet. Well, Princess of Wands and Four of Pentacles. A lot of fire energy still, although at this point we've got a lot of everything out. With the Princess of Wands in the reverse, I feel like there's somebody here who is realizing that the decision they had made or the environment they were in wasn't really suiting them. They didn't feel like it was going to, or you didn't feel like it was going to help with regards to personal improvement or development, right? No spiritual ascension happening as a result of whatever toxicity was in the environment. So somebody was like, well, I know how to drive, so I'm going to drive myself into a different place. And with Princess of Wands in the reverse, I think this was seen by somebody as bad news, not what they wanted to hear and not what they expected. Somebody was really expecting to keep you around, even with the lying, right? But they were being greedy. This is somebody who thought they could have two people. That's more and more what it's looking like. So, again, don't force it to fit if it's not you, okay, guys? There are some good people out there. We have High Priestess, clarifying the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is giving me the message that when, if it resonated for you that you were asking or you might ask somebody a question already knowing the answer to it, this is that already knowing vibe, right? But you know that you don't want to fight. You know it's gotten to that point where there's an end to this, right? There's a finality to it. Um, I don't know. I think we've all at some point experienced that feeling where you just don't see a way forward. There's just a cement wall there, and you're like, "Pff, well, not a crash test dummy, so this is probably not going to go well for me." Um, Maybe if Wile E. Coyote was around, could do like a nice little painting. It would look like a tunnel, but I'd still like slam right into the wall. So you got to find something different, right? And your little self chat was like, hey, you know what? Other fish in the sea, right? Burn it down. Oh gosh, voodoo. You gotta like not get arrested for anything though, okay? Six of Wands in the reverse. Again, somebody was overconfident in terms of whether or not they could keep you around, even if they were being dishonest or disloyal. And we've got the Magician in the reverse again. Somebody who's willing to manipulate and use whatever resources they have to be able to manufacture the outcome that they're looking for. But that didn't work. We have somebody here who doesn't want to continue things, someone who wants this pentacle energy from their partner instead of this King of Cups in the reverse, right? We're going to continue with the Tarot Familiars. Let's do that for Cancer. Ace of Cups. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Someone is trying to get you to believe that you can't get something new in your life. Yeah, we've got the Fool. If there's a change you're looking to make, or as simple as believing in a different relationship working out for you, there is an attempt here to like pretend that's not a reality. This is, I think, emotional manipulation from the Magician in the reverse energy. Four of Cups in the reverse, right underneath the Four of Cups in the reverse in the pre-shuffle. Queen of Cups. Somebody doesn't want the Queen of Cups to, which is Cancer energy, to reject them. So at all costs, whatever I have to say, I will say it. I will promise whatever I need to, as long as this person doesn't move forward or on, without me. Hi there, Brianna. How are you doing? Yeah, sometimes being on your own is the best answer, don't you think, Junior? We have Eight of Cups. but whatever has been said or done, it's not going to stop this energy, I believe it's your energy, from walking away because somebody refused to change after apologizing for something they knew they shouldn't have done. So it's like death knell, like which is a death bell, which is an end, right? There's no way to move past somebody saying they're going to do something and then continuing to do the opposite, right? Knave of Swords or Page of Swords. Notice there's a key dangling from the crow's beak. That's that piece of information that you already knew before you asked about it. Whatever that kind of like trap was, right? King of Wands in the reverse. It betrayed this person's true intentions. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and led to or will lead to I think a different living situation. 10 of Cups in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse, because a masculine energy has lied. Remember not to go too far with the genders. In tarot, we all have feminine and masculine within us. Just depends on what you're using at that moment, right? 5 of Pentacles. So somebody is willing to excommunicate another person because they did not do right by them. All right, let's clarify. We'll go with the Tarot de la Nuit because I still think I say it wrong and it's fun. There's also a bunch of hot wenches in these cards, so that's cool. Judgment in the reverse. I maybe even called that out because I feel like at the beginning I was saying we had somebody who did something against their better judgment. Queen of Swords. And underestimated a feminine's ability to, basically cut someone out, create new boundaries, break up with someone, move away. 3 of Cups in the reverse. It looks like the judgment, the decision that went against their better judgment was keeping somebody in the social circle that they should have removed from the social circle. Somebody who had probably made an inappropriate advance or, had an inappropriate relationship with. Page of Swords, there may have been some evidence on social media or somebody that may have seen something. There was definitely some sort of piece of information that could have been like where somebody was. I think for a lot of you, it's where were you and you already knew where they were kind of thing. We have the Hanged Man. I'm sorry to hear that, Junior, but you'll find this is a really good community in terms of helping you move past that kind of thing. So you guys are awesome, by the way. We have the Hanged Man indicating that we've got a change in perspective, but also a sense of somebody who I think realized, I think it's you, that you could make a change that would enable you to feel freer, right? Like you could make the decision you wanted to make. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, 6 of Wands in the reverse, because somebody thought you wouldn't make that decision. Somebody thought you wouldn't leave. Somebody thought you wouldn't end it. Maybe they thought you'd only end it if you actually caught them or something like that. They didn't expect you to end things. 6 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. But somebody in this situation had information that they couldn't keep from you. It might have been about a gift given to somebody or, like taking someone out to dinner. All right, we're going to move to the Everyday Tarot. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody wants to come back out from the cold or reunite after losing favor. But with the High Priestess in the reverse, they're being secretive pertaining to a love offer or outright dishonest. They haven't changed, but they want you to believe that they have. This is somebody who, ooh, hold on, surprise card. Six of Pentacles. All right, so we've got, again, somebody who wants to hide their intentions for why they're coming back around. And they haven't changed in terms of how they approach love. So if they're trying to pretend like they're actually capable of being in a committed relationship, for example, they're not. For somebody particular out there, this may be specifically about whether or not they'd want to get married again. But I don't think that's all of you or most of you. With Two of Swords and Six of Pentacles in the reverse, somebody didn't want to have a mutually respectful relationship. They could not do the real honest thing here. They couldn't get past this, like, kind of like almost entitlement, like I deserve to have both, or I don't want to choose between, you know, this and that. I don't want to be in a relationship, whatever it is. They are regretting that decision. They realize now that that decision was not a good idea, or they're about to realize it. We have the Hermit and Knight of Wands in the reverse. So I believe it's your energy has wisened up and realized somebody was hot and cold energy, unreliable, maybe a little bit too frisky, a little bit too distracted by the next person who walks in the room kind of thing, you know, like always looking for what else is out there, right? Maybe a little bit too enamored of dating applications, and they can't get past you. You're the High Priestess. This is the Miniature Rider-Waite. We'll get a little bit more clarification and then call it a day. Six of Pentacles in the reverse again, and Page of Cups in the reverse. Somebody was not actually sorry for what they were caught doing. They were just sorry they were caught. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, there was, again, like an overreach, someone taking more than they should, being greedy. And Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody saying, I put so much energy into balancing the two different people in my life. I don't want to give up what I've already put forth, even if I know it's going to potentially have disastrous consequences. Page of Swords. Someone wasn't home when they said that they were. The Hermit. But you already knew this information. I'm telling you. I think for like the vast majority of you, this situation, this detail is about where somebody was. Justice. Three of Swords. This heartbreak is bringing out some karma for somebody who thought they wouldn't get caught, or somebody who thought they could control the situation. Tell me about Judgment in reverse. Nine of Swords, kind of sideways here. Somebody's getting help and another person is having sleepless nights. So this feels like a switcheroo. One person, probably you, was feeling more anxious or uncomfortable because the conversation hadn't happened yet. And then you have that conversation, and then that anxiety or burden shifts over to that other person because now they know they're caught, and you can start feeling a little bit more free because you know now what you can do, and almost like there's like a lightness because you've dealt with that conversation, right? Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, please. Empress. Both are number 3, so you may have been seeing a lot of threes lately. And we have the Two of Wands on top of the Two of Wands. I think this has leveled you up because Two of Wands plus Two of Wands is Four of Wands. So charting a new course, deciding to do something different, choosing yourself instead of letting somebody play games with you has helped you in terms of addressing a habit of not standing up for yourself or not adhering to your boundaries. You've addressed that. You've turned a new leaf, right? So you're getting a reward. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. We have the World in the reverse. Death and Seven of Cups. So you've got the ability to, I feel like almost there's a sense of adventure because you have the ability to choose where you want to live in a sense. You have an ability to choose the direction, the path that you want to take. You do have options here. So I feel like this death is a positive death in terms of ending of one situation or one area, like a chapter in your book, right? Where you felt like you made decisions with somebody else and now you get to make them for yourself. And it's kind of like riding a roller coaster, like it's exciting, but you do have options. Some are not good, so make sure you're using your intuition. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There is an upgrade coming to you in terms of finances. And for many of you, this is a new business partnership. So either you're going from, working a 9 to 5 to starting your own business, or you're being asked to, change and work for somebody else. There's something good that's coming your way. And with it coming out initially as the Ace of Pentacles, that's like a giant blessing, right? Tell me about the Queen of Cups, please. Somebody is all in their feels, regretting how they handled a situation. I feel like this is the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Eight of Wands. This person is likely to hit you up constantly, trying to find a different way to trick you or deceive you to try to get you to come back. And I feel like you're going to stand your ground or resist whatever offers are made, no matter what they pelt you with. Like they might be like, fine, I'll finally get married. And you're like, no, that's just silly. Stop it. Well, with the Lovers card coming out, I also feel like you're going to have a new love come in, and this person thinks they can come back around and make a love offer to you that's actually going to convince you not to go with the new person. And I think you're going to be like, what's up, new? Yeah, let's go hang out. What's up? Oh yeah, this new person's going to have success with you. And that old person that thought that they could keep you in a situation that wasn't respectful is going to be like, but what? Damn it. Tell me about the Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Swords in the reverse. This person who's overly confident and entitled is going to realize that there is no way to move this forward. Tell me about the Hermit. This person wasn't going to learn their lesson unless they lost you. I don't know if I noticed this Sun in the reverse, but there's going to be basically a dark night of the soul coming in for somebody here. They're going to have to learn a pretty difficult lesson pertaining to boundaries and losing somebody because you didn't value them the way you should. But you are being rewarded for having this strength and going through this loss with class, right? You're not waging war on anybody. You're being reckless. You're just trying to make your own life a little bit better, right? All right, you guys, I am so glad I was able to join you again today. I think that's it for me today. I will be back tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you then. Bye.